Welcome students. Today we will start a new lesson or new chapter, that is chapter 11, and the name of the chapter is Let Us Communicate. Let us communicate. Before going to start our new chapter or new lesson, in your book some pictures are given and the names are written, but some letters are missing. That missing letters you have to write. So you can see in your book, these are the pictures and you have to complete the word. That means the missing letters you have to write. First one is television. 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 Next one is radio. Picture is also given. You can see the picture and you can write the missing letters. Computer. C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R. Computer. Tablet. T-A-B-L-E-T. Tablet. Mobile phone. These are the words which are not completed. So you can complete these words seeing the blackboard. Now what is communication? Communication means sharing our information, our ideas, our feelings. That means when we share with others our information, our ideas which we have in our mind, and if our feelings, that means our joys, happiness, if we share with other people, it is called communication. How it helps us? Communication helps us to express ourselves. That means what we have with us, it helps us to express ourselves. That means sharing our things to others. It also helps us to keep in touch with our friends, relatives, and rest of the world. That means whatever we have or whoever we have. That means if we communicate, our relatives will be in touch, then our friends also will be in touch. That means we can share our things with our friends. We can learn many things from our friends or relatives. When we communicate, when talk about what we know, that means if we know something, we communicate with others. That means we share our things to other people. Learn about new things. If I have learned something from others, and if I share with other people, with my friends or relatives, they also will know these things. This time also we communicate with other people. Send or receive messages. Suppose if we receive some messages or if I send something, it is also communication. That means singing and dancing. This way also we communicate. In page number 10, if you see, some pictures are given. We can communicate in this way. See, some pictures are given. How we can communicate? By listening. Suppose we are listening something from the radio. So many new things will come to know. By speaking. When we speak, then also we learn many things. through expression. That means if I smile, if I cry, then also we communicate. That means others can understand that yes, I got pain if I cry. If I smile or if I laugh, that means I am very happy. Then by seeing television, when we see television, we come to know many things about the world. It is also a communication. Then by typing and sending emails, when we type something or when we send email to our friends or relatives, then also we can communicate. By reading also we come to know many things. It is also a communication. Through gesture, that means we make many things. That means without telling something, through our gesture, people know many things. It is also a communication. And by writing and sending letters. If I send letters, it is also a communication. So these are the things with which we can communicate with other people. The changing times. The way people communicate has changed with time. If we think about the earlier people, so many years ago, in olden days, how people communicated. They communicated with the help of smoke signal. Suppose in a village, if someone has to send some message, they burn something and the smokes comes out, then people come to know that yes, he will say something. That way also communication was there. Then pigeons, kabutar, they used pigeons to send messages. That means the letters they write, and after that they tie with the legs or they hang it on their neck, and the birds or the pigeon goes to another place and the other people get this message. This way they used to communicate. Or drum beating. Drum beating also they used to do for giving any message. That means people will come and he will share his information or the message. So this way earlier people used to communicate. And nowadays people communicate using a variety of means. That means many things are there. These are the means with which we can communicate with others. These are television. Suppose television is there. If we see television at home also, we can see everyone sitting at home. We can see television and the information easily we can get. Then mobile phone. It is also a common thing at every home mobile phone is there. Through mobile phone we send message, we make a call, we can talk directly, whether he is in India or he is outside the country, we can communicate easily. Then radio also, book, many books, magazines. If we bring from the library, we can read many things about the world. This way also we can communicate. Computer. It is also a means of communication. Letter writing. Through writing letters, we can send our messages or the information. And newspaper. Every day newspaper comes to our home and every day's news we can get. So these are the things which nowadays we are using. Now, which of the following, page number 12, you see two questions given. Which of the following is not a way to communicate? Speaking, watching, typing and sleeping. We have discussed earlier that speaking is a means of communication. Watching TV or watching mobile, it is also a means of communication. Typing is also a means of communication. And sleeping, if I sleep, whether can I communicate with others? No. Then take the answer here. Sleeping. Sleeping is the answer. Next, which of the following is not a usual mode of communication these days? Television, smoke signal, books, mobile phone. That means nowadays what we are using? We are not using smoke signals. So you take the answer, smoke signal. This answer you take. Now, personal communication. What is personal communication? Communication between two persons. That means if I talk with my friend or with any person, it is called personal communication. In your book, Shobit is speaking with his neighbor. So it is a personal communication. Aryan is talking to his aunt on the mobile phone. If we talk over the phone, it is also a personal communication. Then chatting with friend or any relative on a computer, it is also a personal communication. Then writing letter to any person, it is also a personal communication. That means when the things are shared between two persons, it is called personal communication. Now, mass communication. What is mass communication? Communicating with many people at the same time is called mass communication. That means one information many people get at a time. It is called mass communication. The news reader on the television is telling about today's weather. Suppose we are watching television and a person reading the today's weather. So it is a mass communication because many people at the same time they are sitting at home and seeing this news. That means people are getting the information at a time. Many people at a time they are getting the information. Then suppose an advertisement is on the radio. That also many people at the same time, many people can listen. It is a mass communication. Then reading about good habits on the computer. Many people at the same time get the same information. So it is a mass communication. Then one movie is going on. We are watching the television. So many people at the same time, they also are watching. That means it is mass communication. Then newspaper. Every day, almost all the people, they read the newspaper, and the news we get, that means the many people get the same news at the same time. It is mass communication. Suppose one book about the health. So if many people have the same book, they can get the same information from that book. It is also a mass communication. So these are the things: television, computer, radio, newspaper, book, magazine. These all the things are means of mass communication. Understood? Now all these are examples of mass communication and personal communication we have learned. Now let us recall once what we have learned, important things from this chapter. We have learned communication means sharing information, ideas or feelings. This is called communication. Personal communication can be done through face to face. That means talking with any one people. That means two people's conversation. They are talking. It is personal communication. Through mobile phone, then through letter or through computer, if we chat, it is called personal communication. And mass communication can be done through television, radio, computer, newspaper, magazine, book. These are the things we have learned from this chapter. I think all of you have understood. You read the book, so you will understand more better. Okay, let us conclude here. Thank you.